Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to show you a new build that I'm working on. This is poison. Poison. You knew one day I'm going to use poison. Well, as you know, I started working on a few builds, so this is actually another one that I was working on. Again, not complete yet, but I'm going to show you. Already working really well. Basically I have a bow, in this case this harp crossbow. With poison, of course, poison cloud, as you can see, damage per second. Alright. It's also a multi-shot. Again, when we eat enemies, there's a 30% chance to summon poison cloud that deals damage to enemies in an area for 3 seconds. Now the idea is this is a controlled build, kind of a slow burn controlled build where we need to keep enemies away from us so they can actually just lose health in the poison clouds, and at some time when we go in, the OD should be low, and then this is our healing capability, which is fighters binding with poison cloud exploding and radiance. Right, I'm using stored armor, damage reduction, as you can see, change to negate hits. I have potion barrier built in, but this is a level 1 potion barrier. Keep this in mind. I'm just going to show you. Set. Yeah. You see there are 3 levels. Level 1, 5 seconds. Level 2, 7 seconds. Level 3, 9 seconds. To be able to build in 5 seconds, which is enough for our needs. So basically we have also recycler. Again, this is not the main thing. We kind of combine them, mix between them. I mean, we're going to use to lower their health and then jump in, so we kind of have a half-half, more or less. We're going to see it in the gameplay soon. So multi-shot, so more projectiles, and punch, again, to push enemies away from us. We have the punch. Again, this is a control build, as I said, and poison cloud. Alright, so again, this one has poison cloud as well. It's for the melee. Exploding for crowd control when you get in. Hopefully they're already low, so 1-2 explosions should just wipe them out. Again, radiance for healing. Alright. We have also cooldown. Now I'm using here 2 mushrooms, but one mushroom thing, it can be replaceable. But here I'm using 2. I haven't figured out what I haven't found out something that I want to put. Right, I mean, you can use maybe iron hide amulet again, but I don't think so, because we're staying away from enemies, and when we jump in we always radiance, so not that such a good choice. You see, we can use also Gongo Weakening. Again, there are other options that I can use, but right now we're just going to stay with 2 mushrooms. And we also have Corrupted Seeds, by the way. This again, damage per second, inflict poison. A target. This is again what it does, it just keeps enemies, if they're rushing towards us, we just keep them in bay. And this allows us to do good crowd control, so we can deal with several enemies, not everybody at the same time, but again, once we jump in, they should be low, and we should clear them up with the fighter's bindings. Alright, and the cooldown of this one is not bad, so it's okay. Alright, so I'm going to play, I'm going to show you how it plays. Alright, so you can see. Alright, basically, again, the goal is to keep enemies away from us. If they are rushing in, you see, many of them, I just use the Corrupted Seeds. If they are low, I can go in. You see, now you see what I'm doing? Keep them away from me. Nice. And there's a pushback, as you saw. Oh, they got me in, so I'm in. Activating just pushed me in because of the gravity, no problem. Alright. Because of this, I don't need actually speed or boost of swiftness or anything. Because again, I'm controlling them, preventing the movement, pushing them back, or setting them in place with the Corrupted Seeds. Right? So it can be many, many enemies and we still control them. See, I don't let them rush towards me. I'm letting the damage do the thing. Oh, I haven't told you one thing. I'm gonna show you in a second. Forgot. This is actually important. Yeah. You see, just drop because they're hitting me. So again, we are recycler, by the way, because using the bow. So when being hit by damage inflicting projectile, we can actually craft the smoke quiver arrows. This is kind of a self-sustained thing, so we can actually get arrows and continue using it. Again, we don't want to spend this one forever. This is not the main. We are separating between the two, so we won't have issues with arrows. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that we also have poison focus, of course, which is the new enchantment. Poison damage you deal is increased at level 3 plus 75%. It's very important, of course, to mention this. I cannot build around this in a way. Alright? Yeah, so let's continue. As you see that if you control the fight like this, you're not going to kind of rush, but many enemies, they won't. The idea is not to get overwhelmed by enemies. Let's get out the chest if I'm already here, right? Right. Not to get overwhelmed. And this is exactly what I wanted to do with this build. Create a control build to keep enemies away from me and let the damage do its thing. And if we need to get in at some point, or we are forced to get in for any reason, we're gonna do this. See, I'm already I see that they're rushing. See? Now I'm gonna get in. Again, not let them kind of rush me. You know what happened. You know, at some levels there are lots of enemies, they rush towards you, they're fast, they lead trials, they move fast. So you probably want to control them, and this is a really good way to do this. You see, I'm stuck, but that's okay, no problem, they're stuck as well. Oh, we're out of arrows. By the way, the good thing about this is that if you do get out of arrows, we have this alternative to use the fighter's binding as well until we get more. And if I get hit by projectiles, you see, they drop arrows. Alright, so we have more. So this really works really well. The synergy is very good. Your arrows again. I have more. Again, the potion barrier 5 seconds is enough for me, just in kind of a situation where I need it. So even when I get in the spider web and get stuck, there's no problem. They will get stuck as well. And the thing is that when you control the battle and you have very good crowd control, things are kind of very easy because you slow the pace of the game. Again, even in more intense fights, you can see like I'm in control. See, I'm getting arrows, and if they are low again, can get in with confidence because they're very low. So I'm going to eliminate them. So now I'm dealing with those. I stop the other ones so they won't get close to me fast. You see, the corrupted seed allows me that. Then you're going to feel it. And always have my alternative just in case. It works well. See, pushback. I'm pushing them back. It can't actually get to me. If I don't want them to come, they won't come. Yeah, so this is the build. It works very well, and if you try it out, you can actually see that it's quite chill. I mean, compared to the other builds that I made, because again, enemies can move very fast, but once you pose them, you entangle them, you have time and you deal damage, and by the time you get in, you're already very, very low. So again, this is kind of a really unique way to actually play, and I like it. And again, you're gonna enjoy it. The more intense the battle is, the more fun it is, because it's really fun to actually hitting lots of enemies with a poison cloud, and also seeing them, when you pose them and you actually keep them away. They feel like you feel like they're actually useless. They just can't get close to you and do what they want to do. Just keep an eye on AoE again. But again, if enemies is going to rush you, if you're stuck in a spiral, for example, you can always pose them again with the corrupted seeds, push them back with your weapon. You can still shoot. So again, this works very, very well. So again, usually the orientation of what I'm doing is kind of aggressive builds, but I decided to try out other things that can be more like, like when you play Hearthstone, there's like face, go to the face, or crowd decks. So it's the same here. Either you go to the face and deal lots of damage to limit enemies fast, or you build something that has more crowd control, and you just kind of take it. It's a slower pace, but again, it's different. And in some situations, it can actually prevent you from dying. Whether in a build that you go to the face, you might encounter some situation with some synergies that not you have, that the enemy has, can actually cause you to die. So here, it's kind of a safe one. And you can play it safely in high apocalypse, knowing that you're quite safe with whatever you do. So I tried it even in boss fights, and everything just worked well. Again, sometimes you have situations where, again, not build is perfect for everything. But this one, again, for many situations just worked well, and this is why I recommend trying it out. And this is using the new poison focus enchantment that I really wanted to build something with. And of course, there are other ways to create poison builds, but this one just felt a kind of fit, because again, it's not like instant damage. Poison is damage over time, so it takes time until enemies, get reduced of their health, and by this time you need to make sure that they don't attack you, right? Or you need to make sure that they continue getting damage until they are very low or just gone. So to do this, you just keep them away, let them get the damage and not touch you. So actually, that's actually the type of control build actually fits very well with the poison. Not something that I'm just gonna do and just continue fighting, something that just supposed to make sure that enemies get as much damage as possible, but you are actually making sure that you won't get damage at this time as well. So time passes by, they get damage, you're not, they die, you move on. Yeah, so this is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this one. More videos of builds coming, so make sure you subscribe to my channel and give this one a little like, and I see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Cheers, bye bye.